Welcome back to more Aria of Sorrow. Let's talk to Hammer. See what's up. How's it going, my man? Hey, look, I have ramen. Because it wouldn't be a Japanese-made game if it didn't have ramen. Don't know why I can't say that right. Ramen. Food. And this is when I remember, oh yeah, I have a bunch of weapons that haven't showed up. I should probably do that. The ever-English Runginus' spear. Bunch of cloth tunics. Don't know where I got all of those. Olrock's suit, iron plate, steel plate. Everything, of course, gonna keep that equipped. Don't know why I didn't sell Olrock's suit. Because it's absolutely useless at the moment. Because we'll be getting something better very soon. Like, way better. It makes Olrock's suit look like complete garbage. And of course, I will hang on to every ring. Because why wouldn't I? Sadly, Hammer doesn't have anything new. He's got his usual potions. He doesn't sell super potions, doesn't sell mana prisms. At least I don't think he ever does. Future me, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he ever sells the highest tier potions at all. So there's Tollhammer. It's basically the battle axe, except it's lightning, which I believe this is supposed to be Thor's weapon, but I could be wrong. Also, man, look at that like animation. So long, and it's so slow. And we got this. It's a very strange weapon. It just, like, ports in and out of existence. We got Joyus. It's pretty simple. Ascalon, again, pretty simple. Runginus' spear. It's another spear. It's, again, really simple. That one's dark damage, and then handgun, which, you know, kind of just what you'd figure. It's a handgun. Doesn't have a ton of range. It shoots about a third of the way across the screen, halfway across the screen, roughly. So, you know, if you're walking around, you can shoot anything on screen, but it doesn't do a ton of damage. So it gets outclassed very quickly. But if you want a ranged weapon, there is a pistol, and you could use it, hypothetically. So, it's not bad, but, for the first time around, with how late you get it, it's pretty bad. Because you can't get it until you have the giant bat soul, and it's really not useful prior to that. Or it's not useful after that, I mean. Like, once you've gotten to the arena, there's really no point in having the handgun. Also, back to Mina. I don't even remember what she said. Oh, right, the books that talk about Dracula's power. Yeah. That's those ancient books. There's 3 of them. We're gonna go get the other one. Real quick. I believe I go get it right now, in fact. So I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably go get that. Dude. Give me a sec while I figure out where I'm going. Here we go. Back to the inner quarters. Beating the crap out of Valkyrie and Persephone. Still don't know how I don't have the Valkyrie soul. Even during the soul collection for episode 14, I don't get the Valkyrie soul. Also, not done with soul collection, feel like I should add. Episode 14 is just the first part of the Soul Collection. There's a lot more to go. Trust me. I checked the encyclopedia on the file, and there's at least, I think, like 20 souls left for me to collect. Here we go. Over here. And Chronomage. He's like, huh? And then he just runs away. Chronomage. Ability to stop time. Yeah. Of course, it's useless in this room, but you'll see it's actually pretty useful. Wait for it. Ta-da! Yep, just straight up stops time for a few seconds. Now, you would think this soul would be overpowered, but it's not. Because, you'll find very quickly, most of the enemies that it would be absolutely fantastic against are invulnerable to it. There are certain enemies in Aria of Sorrow that are invulnerable to time stop. They cannot be stopped in time. Also, there's a lightning doll up there, off screen. Another Archdemon, and Danzleif, and Ancient Book 2. That's a lot of stuff all at once. It's a magic sword. Swings just like Ascalon. But yeah. The Chronomage soul is good. Yawning. But most of the stuff that would make it completely broken, it doesn't work against. So. And of course, you can't stop Chronomage, because that just makes sense. But yeah, Durga can be time stopped. I believe Nemesis can be time stopped. Most of the enemies in this area can be time stopped. It's only certain enemies like the Great Armors, the Big Golem, and I believe the Skulls, like Creaking Skull and Giant Skeleton, that can't be stopped. But most of the normal-ish enemies, time stop works against, like Quetzalcoatl, Curly, the Valkyrie, that kind of stuff. Does not work against bosses. So even in hard mode, where you get to keep all your souls, hard mode / new game plus, where you keep all or most of your souls, and I think you keep Chronomage, doesn't work on bosses. So it has no effect on like Headhunter or any of those, which is a little unfortunate. Sorry, I only woke up like half an hour ago and immediately started recording. Or, well, yeah, recording audio. And hey! There's a succubus! Something kind of interesting. Okay, later. She's just howdy. Nope. So much nope. Airness. Die so I can show off the succubus. Thank you. So it looks a little bit like Mina. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, the succubus has a little trick of turning into, Mina, sort of. And yes, succubus is invulnerable to time stop. Here I try to remember, where is my good souls? English good. So I want to test out Ripper against some of these enemies. And then I'm like, nah, never mind. Bifron. I wanted to use Ripper against the final guard, who has a lot of health. Seriously, look at this. Stabby, stabby. Midway through fighting him, I remember, oh, that's right, he has a cool move I should show off. Not that, that. Which if you didn't get a good shot of it, there's a better one. Yeah, it's a flaming shockwave. Sort of like Bifron's power. He does it again. I don't remember if sliding does anything good to him. I also don't remember what his soul does, but I kind of want it. Basilisk, which totally doesn't look like a basilisk is supposed to. So much yawning. Hey, look, it's Lube Camp. Again. And a super potion, and also a really cool dragon statue. Pose in front of the dragon statue. It's brilliant. It's just such a cool statue. Weird gargoyle statue in the background. And teleporter. So now we can teleport in sort of a circle. Of course, I'm missing one of the most important teleporters. But, you know, we'll get that later. Just weird, out of place torch. Nothing else to that room, just that one. There's really no reason for it. And this is kind of the room where you're supposed to find out that using Killer Mantle on the succubus gives it a ton of health, because there's a succubus and a red minotaur in the same room. So I guess, like, if you miss the swing at the red minotaur and accidentally hit the succubus, bad things happen. That kind of seems like what's going on here. Like, if you get spammy with Killer Mantle, everything just goes horribly. Look at how much health the succubus has when you freaking use Killer Mantle on it. Also, Killer Mantle does not have an effect 2 times in a row. Once you switch the magic and health pools, that's how it just stays that way. It doesn't switch them back. And oh my goodness, what is that thing? No! Kill it with fire. Just kill it with fire. No, no. Go away. Fire. And holy magic. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. So much nope. 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 I don't remember if I show off. That's another enemy that gets... I'm not sure. I don't remember if I show it off or not. If I don't, I'll have to remember to do that in episodes 15 or 16. Because there will most likely be an episode 15. Actually, no, there will be an episode 15. And there most likely will also be an episode 16. I tried to use Giant Bat to get the drop on him. That doesn't work. Also, of course Final Guard has a guard move. That just makes sense. Change to death. Because of course. I'm gonna continue to use the Skeleton Soul. Because why not? Of course I would use a completely useless soul at this point in the game. You know, why not? I don't remember what Final Guard dropped. I think he drops his sword? And of course, here's a bit of a dick move. 2 Final Guards back to back. There's one in this room. And one in that room. Yep. Because, you know, screw the player. I don't know. There's way too many of these guys. I don't think they're even worth a lot of experience. I think they might be worth less than the Red Minotaur. I don't know. Giant Bat, because fly. Love the power to fly. Time to go kill Stolas. That's a reference most people might get. I don't know. It's one letter off. I completely forget that I don't have Killer Mantle equipped. And I'm like, ah, crap. Alright, screw this. Yeah, I assume that's probably how you're supposed to find out that the Succubus gets a ton of health from Killer Mantle. Is that sort of thing where Succubus and Red Minotaur are right next to each other. You swing with Killer Mantle, end up hitting both of them. Red Minotaur dies, Succubus gets like 3,000 health. But not entirely sure. But yeah, like I said before, if you use Killer Mantle on a Succubus, you're gonna have a bad time. Ooh, spooky skull torches things. Now we got just a bunch of enemies. Put on Bifron's soul, because why not? Get another Baal soul. We're rapidly encroaching the final area. In fact, this is the final area. Again, air quotes, final area. No, this guy. Oh, Iron Golem. Hey, look, an ability soul. The only one that's not guarded by a boss. Hippogriff. Perform a high jump by pressing L in lid jump. Yep. Just pay attention to how much damage I'm doing here. Now, take a look at his little stats here. Iron Golem. 9,999 health. Mm-hmm. Kill it with Killer Mantle and just be done with it. Don't bother. Definitely don't. Also, I will now proceed to grind for the Iron Golem soul. Be right back. There it is. Withstand a lot of damage without flinching. Just actually not that useful. And then Red Minotaur. Yeah, that's Red Minotaur's little trick that I wanted to show off back in the arena. And now he won't do it for me again. He just refuses. Yeah, he throws his axe up in the air and he dashes at you. I have no idea how to trigger it. Which is why you see me here taunting him with Giant Bat. Because I can. I guess he doesn't realize that I'm still in the arc of his axe. But, nah. Yep, nope, he just won't ever do it again. So I'm like, well, screw you too, Mr. Red Minotaur. Like, he doesn't throw it up in the air to catch you when you're flying overhead or anything like that. He just throws it occasionally. Sometimes he decides he wants to do it, other times he decides he doesn't. It's very strange. But that's beside the point. It is time to move on. Because we're going to go fight the final boss. So equip the Flame Demon, Giant Bat, and Succubus Souls in order to be awesome. And then immediately dequip them, because why not? First, item use. Ancient Book 1. The first spirit is a demon from Hellfire. The second spirit is the King of Bats. And the third spirit is a beautiful nightmare. Notice the colors red, blue, and yellow, which are the colors of the souls. Yeah, that's kind of important. A certain thing happens if you equip 3 certain souls when you're fighting the final boss. Yeah. Stuff. But let's not worry about that right now. Instead, we have Graham floating here kind of weird. This is quite the throne room. Yeah. It's quite the throne room. You're one selfish bastard. Oh, damn. Isn't this game rated E? Future me, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this game's rated E. I didn't... It's very interesting. I didn't think they'd be able to get away with that. Also, I really felt like testing out a couple of souls here. They do nothing. I don't think any attack souls do anything to him. Except maybe Flame Demon? Yeah, I test out a couple of these. I think I put on Valor as well. Take a swing. Does nothing. I could be wrong, but it doesn't seem like any of your standard bullet souls do anything to Graham. But Graham himself is pretty easy, at least first stage. Just kind of chill out here, crouch, swing your weapon, especially if you got an overhead sword. And you can jump around and dodge his attacks, but it's not... They don't do enough damage to really warrant it. And on top of that, it's mostly pretty easy to dodge. I can't believe it. I haven't lost yet. You still don't have Dracula's power. And then he explodes and turns into a Final Fantasy boss. What? Seriously, this is something straight out of, like, Final Fantasy VII. Ew. Like, what even is this supposed to be? It's like two angels with a halo piercing their eyes, with Graham embedded in what appears to either be a heart or a brain. That is quite the picture. Magical powers, okay. Castle's weak now. The portal to your world should be opening. So what should I do? Order the castle to open the portal. It has felt your power and may obey. Alright, I'll give it a try. And nothing happens. Nothing happened? You're wrong. So there. It's... okay. And we're back. If we returned, indeed. Yep, there's no mistake. We're home. Excellent. You've done well. Everyone will be here soon enough. And the castle. Is the castle still in the eclipse? Yeah. So one day, someone will... basically, the cycle will continue. I feel like the castle is still calling out to me. Maybe the castle's where I truly belong? Interesting. If ever summoned by the castle again, you can deal with it then. For now, you should rest. Prepare for your next battle. Yes. Alright, that's the end of Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. There's not going to be any episodes after this. None. Episode 14 and 15, it was just a bluff. Yeah, I was kidding. So, yeah. Them's the credits. And we're not going to have like a Kid Icarus Uprising moment where the final boss tears the credits open or anything. Or what is it, Donkey Kong Country? Where all the credits are like Kremlings. And then K. Rool shows up and the fight starts. The real final battle. Surprisingly, that doesn't happen here. But, yeah. So, that's clearly the end of the game. There's not going to be anything beyond this point at all. Totally didn't miss something. Yeah. So if you didn't guess already, first of all, what's wrong with you? You might want to get your head checked, because you're a little bit lacking in common sense. But there is indeed more to Castlevania Aria of Sorrow, but we won't be seeing that this episode. I'm gonna save that for next time. Next time on Castlevania Aria of Sorrow, we're gonna try that thing I mentioned, using those 3 certain souls to fight Graham.